This video is a bit different from the other videos I've created in the past, because in this video I want to show you how long it actually takes to create one of these like 4 or 5 minute tutorials that I create, these Power BI tutorials. Because I had an idea for a visual that I want to create, like a line chart, and I want some error bars in there, and I want to highlight if a target was hit or not in a certain range. So in my head it already all makes sense, but I need to create it, and I just wanted to take you along the journey of creating a tutorial like that. Often people think that I create these 5-minute videos in like 10 minutes, 5 minutes recording, then we use really smart tools for editing, and then everything is done. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Even though I work with very smart tools by now, it takes a bit longer, because it's of course not just recording the video. It all starts much earlier, just like with Power BI reports. It doesn't start with the drag and drop of data, but you need to get the data and the idea and all these kind of things. The same happens with these videos. In this video, I will focus on a short tutorial, like approximately 3 to 5 minutes. And why do I do that? Because it's much easier for me to film that process for you. So these big projects that I also share, like a profit and loss statement or a dynamically changing color report, they take a lot of time. I spend weeks on them because I can only do this like in the evening and the weekends on my days off, and I spend almost all my time on creating these. So tutorials like these take weeks for me to film and put them on my website also as a written tutorial. So I want to show you the short version with a short tutorial here. So let's go. I will show you the whole process. I will fast forward all the video footage of me actually doing this stuff, and I will provide you with the time it takes for each below the video. So let's get started. So step 1 actually is the idea and the mockup, because I already have an idea in my head, but what I always do is I draw in front of me, pen and paper actually, what I want to achieve, because this works very well for me. I have like this idea and I already kind of think I can achieve this in Power BI. So I just really write down what I want to create. I already write down like, what do I think is the added business value? How will this be used? How will it look like in the complete report? So that actually already takes some time. Then step 2 obviously is opening Power BI, but there's nothing in there. Well, I often use my own demo data sets. In this case, for this tutorial, I did not have a demo data set ready, but I added the data manually into Power BI and just added it to an existing demo data set. But you shouldn't underestimate how much time it takes to create these data sets that you can use, because often I also share the tutorials and the files that I use with people, and I want to make sure that it's really demo data, no real data, these kind of things. Step 3 is actually the fun part. It's creating the visual in Power BI. So I got my demo data, I have my pen and paper mockup, and then I just start to create the visual and look at what can I achieve in Power BI? Does this actually look like I wanted it to look like? And there's a lot of formatting included, like the format pane is my best friend with these tutorials. And in the finished tutorial, you don't see that I open like almost every option in the format pane and really just try. But that's actually how I create. It takes a lot of time to find the setting that I want to have. Also, I create a lot of screenshots on the way, because I almost always have like a written tutorial on my blog. And during the creation process, I already create some screenshots and I write down the steps I take, because then I already have that for my blog post. That makes it much easier to create that afterwards. The next step, I write a short script, and I already wrote down the steps I took while I was creating the visual. Now I just incorporate everything, and that script I use as like a guideline while I record the video. So I'm not reading from a prompter or anything, but I have some notes with me all the time. They're either in front of me on some paper or they're on the screen, where I have like these keywords that I want to make sure I want to mention that and not forget about it. And then once I have all of that, then I create the video. So we already had like 4 steps before I even start recording that video. So now I have the idea, I know what I want to tell the audience, I have like the business case in my head. I created the PowerBI demo and I have the keywords that I want to mention, and then I start recording. And after finishing recording, the next step is of course editing, because now I have all this footage and I use a tool which is very handy with editing. I can edit the text that I'm actually talking. So sometimes I say the same sentence like 5 times because one of the birds is screaming in the background, or I forget like mid-sentence what I wanted to say. And then I just start over, and then I open my editing tool and I actually select the text I want to remove, and then that is already gone. So it's cutting everything for me. Also, I can shorten pauses and it will remove filler words for me. So that's a lot of work that is taking away, but still it takes some time to edit. Then after I export the video, it's not done there. I need to create a thumbnail, because on YouTube and LinkedIn, where I post these tutorials, you always need like this catchy thumbnail. And I do that online in a tool where I also have a license for, and I created like 100 thumbnails in the past 2 years. So by now I have templates, which makes life a lot easier. So I create one of these thumbnails, and then I think about the YouTube description. So what do I want to put in the text? And I also watch the video another time for the timestamps. Because in your YouTube description, you can create timestamps, and then people that watch the video actually see these small sections and can jump forward or backward. Especially in a tutorial, that can be super handy, because people maybe want to skip a part, or they don't want to listen to the introduction, they just want to see you do stuff. And then after that, I upload it with all the information. So that's the whole process for like these short tutorials, 3 to 5 minutes, and all of what is involved. The moment I create this video, I actually have no idea how long this will take. So I will put the timing next to me. I assume it will take like 2 to 3 hours to create this tutorial, but we will see. Let me know if you find content like this interesting. I think it's fun to share how this creation process actually works and what is involved. Thank you for watching this.